Okay, I want to go through test 3, which we had on one of the labs exercises. Test 3 is a series of library functions to run some stuff on the command line. So let's run it through IDA and see what IDA says the program does. So here's the main function. This is where the program starts. Remember when we talked about stack frames, we said the EBP and ESP point to the beginning and end of the stack frame for this function respectively. If you see GS14, that's a stack canary. So we can skip over all of these things right at the very beginning because this is called the prologue. So here's our first function here. We're going to right click and click run to cursor. I'm going to change my windows around a little bit. I'm going to change this code here to graph view. So it's a little bit easier to follow. Right, we can see that this is our main function, and there's a couple of function calls. There's a function called the Sprintf and a function called the System. Remember when we talked about these types of things, we said Sprintf was just a variant of printf, but rather than printing stuff to the screen, it stores stuff in memory instead. So, and the system command runs stuff on the command line, and these things are often used in conjunction with each other to run particular commands on the command line. So, let's have a look at this one. So we've got our call here to Sprintf. So we're going to clear out the EX register up here. There it goes. We're going to move our format string onto the EX register. We're then going to move the location of file, which is this string here, temp/hello, onto the stack at OCH. Well, let's make some notes as we're going along. This is the far right parameter. So let's get up a text editor. So remember the parameters go on left to right. So at ESP plus OCH, where H just means hex, we've got file. At ESP plus 8, we've also got file. So there's two parameters going on the stack. And then we're going to move our format string to ESP plus 4, that's the touch S, echo ha ha ha, plus 4, so ESP plus 4, because our format string. And then if you look up the LEA instruction, it just moves this address, ESP plus that, into the EAX register. There we see it is, there it is. And then we move that address onto the stack. So this is our very last parameter to go onto the stack. And so that's ESP plus 0, or without any plus, is equal to ESP plus 2DH. IDA hasn't given it a name for us. So let's go to this address. So it's ESP plus 2DH has gone into EAX, there it is. I'm going to go to it in our hex editor at the bottom. So BFE03BFD. So step over this, load onto the stack. We're going to call Sprintf. Oh, when a string's appeared there. So this is our format string that we had earlier, just with the %s's replaced. So let's replace the %s's with the other parameters to Sprintf. So if we look at Sprintf, Sprintf was called like this. Buffer, format string, which was touch, %s, and then file and file, which were both temp/hello. So it's basically saying, produce this format string, touch the file, and the other file, and put the result in our buffer, which is the very last thing to go on the stack, and our buffer is there, ESP plus 2DH. So there it is, and this is what the string is. It's touch/temp/hello, followed by a semicolon, echo ha 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 22/temp/hello. So that's our string. Let's just put this into a text editor so we can also see that as well. It will let us copy it. Put it all on one line because it's actually all on one line rather than being on two lines. We get rid of the junk at the end. So that's now at this memory address. Now let's see, we load that memory address again into the EX register. We then put the EX register onto the stack, so it's going to appear there. Yep, it's still there, it was there beforehand. And then we're going to call the system command, and the system command just runs stuff on the command line. So basically we're running the command which we just produced, which is this, on the command line. So let's have a look and see what this does. Let's stop IDA. So what does the touch command do first of all? Touch change file timestamps. And if you look through here a little bit more closely, it says if a file doesn't exist, it creates it. So let's have a look in my temp folder. There's my temp files. if I run touch/temp/hello, and then look in /temp again, there's a file called hello. There's nothing in it, it's of 0 bytes in size. The semicolon means run two commands. This is it basically means here comes a separate command. So that means we're going to run hello now as a separate command. So let's run this. Ha 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 /temp/hello. Our file's still there, and if we look in our file /temp/hello, let's put the words ha ha ha. So echo means just print something out, so print out ha ha ha. And these two arrows mean redirect the output of this program or this command to this file. So print ha 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 and redirect it to that file and add it to the end of that file. So that's how you decipher using Sprintf and System commands one after the other.